Welcome back to Star Wars Fan Animations. I have big updates from my Shadows of the Empire fan film to share with you. Make sure to stay until the end for some important information regarding our first scene release. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss any updates. Here is all of the 3D models we've acquired for the project so far. Starting off with characters, I've got 3D models for Lando, Palpatine, Wedge Antilles, Han Solo in Carbonite, Luke Skywalker in his signature Shadows of the Empire outfit, Darth Vader, Bosk, C-3PO, an early sculpt of Dash Rendar which I'll be adapting to an Unreal Engine metahuman, a standard Imperial officer uniform, Snowtrooper, TIE Fighter pilot, an Imperial guard, R2-D2, a Stormtrooper, Jabba the Hutt and his Gamorrean guard, and Chewbacca. I also have 3D models of the following sets: Vader's meditation chamber, Palpatine's throne room. I'll be doing some modifications to this set since his throne room in the Imperial Palace on Coruscant has a slightly different layout than the one on the second Death Star, which is where this model is from. I've also got Jabba's palace interior, as well as the Mos Eisley Cantina and an assortment of other Tatooine exterior buildings and locations. Ben Kenobi's desert hut, which I've already begun using in our first scene, Leia's Nightmare. By the way, the previs of that scene is available to watch right now. Additionally, I have models for the second Death Star, the planet Tatooine, Hoth, and both the planet of Coruscant and a variety of Coruscant buildings to populate the skyline, and full interior sets for an Imperial Star Destroyer including the bridge, hangar, and hallways with Imperial droid models to complement. Other creatures and props include Ronto, AOP, and Dianoga, as well as thermal detonators and Luke Skywalker's second lightsaber and new Kyber crystal. For vehicles, I have models for the Millennium Falcon, Rebel Snowspeeder, Dash Rendar's ship the Outrider, Y-Wings, AT-AT, Rebel Medical Frigate, Speeder Bikes, Jawa Sandcrawler, Land Speeders, Star Destroyers, Gozanti Transport, and sleek and stylish TIE Fighters with a full interior cockpit which looks beautiful when rendered. That leads us into our next segment, the Battle of the Bounty Hunters. We now have nearly every 3D model for what will be our second scene, showcasing the battle for Han Solo between IG-88 and Boba Fett. For this I have models for Slave 1's exterior and cockpit, famed bounty hunter Boba Fett, who is rigged and looks stunning when rendered. He's also equipped with his EE-3 blaster rifle. I've also acquired his nemesis, IG-88, with the droid's awesome ship, the IG-2000, which is fully textured and rigged, and was generously provided by the wonderful gents over at Poodoo FX. I've already begun work on the battle and I plan for that scene to be the second Shadows of the Empire scene released. Some of the 3D models that appear in the Shadows of the Empire game have been provided by a member of the Star Wars Fan Animations team named Admiral Zoda. Zoda has been 3D modeling for a fan-made game mod of Galactic Battlegrounds. I'll have his channel and the mod page linked below. Zoda has contributed several assets for the project, including a 3D model for Lebo, the loader droid from the Suproza, Gizor Skyhook, and some Ord Mantell junkyard and train assets. Another model that he's provided is the Gladiator droid from Gizor's Palace, which was made by an artist named Tevius. If you'd like to join the Star Wars Fan Animations production team in any capacity, be sure to reach out to my email, starwarsfananimations@gmail.com, or you can join the Star Wars Fan Animations Discord, link will be in the description, and shoot me a DM there. Someone who recently joined the team and who has contributed significantly towards the project is an incredible 3D artist named Jack Uglow. I'll have a link to his Artstation below. Since joining the team, he has already provided this incredible 3D set of the Millennium Falcon common area with an incredible level of detail. This set has a beautiful Dejarik table which leads into the next set of models I'll be showcasing, a full Dejarik set. Not only will I be using these models in the fan film, but I'll also be using these models to make 3D printing files that you all can actually print and use to play Dejarik at home with your friends and family. I'm still working out the kinks to make sure that your prints don't fail and waste any materials in the process. Once these are done, I'll post a how to play Dejarik guide here on the channel and make the 3D printing files available for patrons on my Ko-Fi store and available on 3D model stores like Sketchfab, CG Trader, and TurboSquid. These will also be able to be used with print-on-demand services that you can upload online and get your prints in the mail. Keep that on your radar for the near future. In addition to our expanding production crew, we've also been expanding our cast. A recent addition is that we now have a voice actor for Prince Gizor. I've been very pleased with the recordings that have been finished so far, and I think you will all be very happy with the voice acting for that character. As I've mentioned before, characters like Luke, Leia, Vader, and Dash Rendar all have extensive audio samples of their voices, so I'll be using 11 Labs AI voice cloning to bring the truest and most film-accurate versions of those characters to life. But there's also several characters for Shadows of the Empire that still need voice actors. The most important voices that I need at this time are IG-88, Guri, Jix, Hoff the Assassin that tries and fails to kill Jizor, and this unidentified Devaronian that hits on Leia. Other characters that I'll need voice actors for later on include Zuckuss, Forlom, Furlag, Big Giz, Spiker, Wes Jansen, Koth Malan, Hausman, Sparrow, Alvaro Sokul, Skatul, Dix Rivan, Vieira Charon, Vidkun, and additional various one-liners from other small bit parts. If you want to join the cast in any capacity and have the means to record high-quality audio, just email me at starwarsfananimations@gmail.com or DM me on Discord. The link will be in the description and we'll be in touch. Since my last Shadows of the Empire update, there's also been some developments in the Expanded Universe fanfilm community. Darth Angelus, the incredible creator behind the incredibly faithful fanfilm adaptation of Heir to the Empire, has released 4 new chapters as part of his series, which are chapters 24 through 27, leaving only 5 chapters to go. If you want to find these and other Expanded Universe media such as fanfilm adaptations, fan recreations, and official Expanded Universe movies, TV, and shorts, I've compiled them all here in one place for your convenience. If there are any that you know of that I missed, please let me know in the comments. Something I've been able to add to this playlist so far has been the opening crawl for Shadows of the Empire, so if you haven't had a chance to see that yet, be sure to check it out. I even used the opening crawl fanfare arranged by Joel McNeely, who composed the score for the Shadows of the Empire original soundtrack. I also added another addition to that playlist. As a 500 subscriber special, I made public the previs for our first scene release, Leia's Nightmare, which happens to be the first scene in the Shadows of the Empire novel. Again, using Joel McNeely's score, I've animated the camera placement and edited this scene. Right now, there are 4 things left to do for this scene. Firstly, for all of the human or humanoid characters in Shadows of the Empire, I'm going to be using Unreal Engine's MetaHuman, which, in addition to being free, is by far the easiest and highest quality software for making photoreal 3D characters and has a great motion capture pipeline built in. As you can see here, this is the Leia MetaHuman, which is a work in progress. I still need to do some tweaking with the eyes, but this is very nearly complete. Secondly, once the MetaHuman is finished, I just need to add the outfit, do the motion capture, and place it in the scene. Third, add lighting for the scene, and fourth, render and export. Finally, I'll upload it and get the Shadows of the Empire fan film on a roll. My plan is to have that released sometime in the next few weeks this fall. If you want to help support the project, there's 2 ways you can do it. First, you can become a patron on Patreon. With that comes several benefits depending on which tier you get, such as early access, digital downloads, works in progress, 3D printing files such as the upcoming Dejarik set, important voting rights, and soon to be so much more. Another way you can support the project and channel is by buying me a Blue Milk Coffee on Ko-Fi, which can be done through one-time payments or recurring donations. Animation is time-consuming and expensive, and every dollar invested goes to cover the cost of the software, hardware, and supporting the channel and team. Your investment will help bring about high-quality Expanded Universe adaptations faster and better, so please consider supporting the project and channel by investing today. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're interested, you can also find me on Discord, X, and TikTok. And if you want to support the project, links will be in the description for my Ko-Fi and Patreon. If you haven't already, check out the opening crawl and Scene 5 previs for Shadows of the Empire. Thank you for tuning in to this comprehensive update on the Shadows of the Empire fan film project, and until next time,
may the Force be with us.